Hello staff, in this video I'm going to introduce and describe the fundamentals of using the PeopleSoft Query Viewer to search and run existing queries. Let's begin by logging into WaveNet and navigating to the Query Viewer, or by logging into our development environment by selecting the main PeopleSoft menu, scrolling through and locating the reporting tools. Use the right arrow to view a list of reporting tools. In the list of reporting tools, select the right arrow for Query and then select Query Viewer. The Query Viewer appears, allowing you to search by. The default is to search by query name. Or by using the pull-down, you may search for a query by some other choices. Some useful selections would be description, the owner of a query, a folder name, and it even allows you to search for a query that uses either a field name or a record name. So let's first search by query name since it's the default. Notice this basic search function uses a fixed qualifier, begins with. This means the search text that's entered in the field must begin with the exact string of characters to net any results. At this point, you may not have a clue as to a query name or description or record or even a field name. Don't panic, just simply select the search button and view the results. With the search field left blank, the results will display all queries that you have access to, meaning only those tables that are included on your query security tree will be listed and available to run. But note that still could be thousands of queries. Now notice the message at the top of the search results. Too many items met your search criteria. Only the first 300 items displayed. Take note here that any PeopleSoft search result list of any kind will be limited to a maximum of 300. This could be queries, usernames, items, vendors, and so on. Just note that's not the case for a query result, as query results could be thousands of data rows. More on that in just a little bit. Also note it is always good to check the upper right corner of the output, as it will identify how many items in the list is currently viewed, with a provision to view a greater or smaller number of items, and it allows you to scroll through all those items it displays. Now let's see how to search for a query by its name with some text string entered. In a basic search, we are limited to using begins with. Consequently, you must enter a string of characters that will match a query name that begins with those exact characters. Here, we'll enter the text string JOB. Note, the characters entered are not case sensitive. Notice the result. Now, let's do it again with a special character, the % symbol. That is used as a wildcard. The % symbol matches any string of 0 or more characters. The results now include any query name with the string JOB in the name. As we saw from the pull-down, there are other ways to search for a query, such as by its description, as well as by owner or by folder. We'll demonstrate this with the string cost. By using the query name search by, we get 15 results. And by using the description, we get 25 results. Also notice there is a folder view that appears upon any search, which allows you to additionally filter the results based on a specific folder. Other search parameters include uses field name and uses record name. These search parameters require you to be familiar enough to input a field name string or record name string. Let's search for a record with the text string of JOB in that record name. And also remember to use the wildcard for more inclusive results. So for most of your search string needs, using these techniques that we've demonstrated, you will be able to quickly find the query you're looking for. Notice that there is an alternative way to do a search by. That is, using the advanced search link adjacent to the search button. Click on that link to view an expanded method to search for a query. Notice that besides begins with, you have other ways to search for queries using various operators. But note that the two most common search operators are name begins with the value specified, or name contains the value specified. And note that using the contains operator is exactly equivalent to using the % wildcard. An example where the advanced search may be useful could be where you may need to search using multiple search by fields in order to narrow down the result list. Consequently, by using the % wildcard in the basic search function, there is little need to use the advanced search. Now that you know how to use the Query Viewer search by function, let's take a look at the options for running a query. By selecting Run to HTML, the query results will output to another tab in the web browser. Please take note that depending upon the web browser and its settings, the pop-up blocker may be enabled. Thus, you may not see the results as the blocker has prevented the output. Consequently, you will need to change the settings, or at least allow the blocker to open a new tab in order to view the results. The Run to Excel will redirect the results to be downloaded as an Excel file. You may then open Excel from the download library. Please take note of the output behavior between these two choices. By running to HTML, the output may be limited to viewing the first 100 rows of information. Notice here there are over 20,000 results. However, by default, you will only view the first 100. Thus, you may select the View All link to see the results beyond the first 100 rows. However, in the Run to Excel selection, all data rows will be sent to the spreadsheet automatically. Additionally, you may send an output to XML or schedule an output with a Run Control ID. One last note. Any query that you use often may be added to your favorites list. Simply click on that link and it will immediately be added to your favorites view. And at any time you may clear all query favorites with the clear button, or you may individually remove one or more queries with the minus icon at the far right. That's it. Thank you for watching.